Hey everyone, my name is Bishop Cristiano, and welcome to our Vibrant Ministries YouTube channel. Today, we are rediving into one of the most debated topics in Christianity. What do different Christians believe about the tribulation and the end times? You've probably heard terms like preterist. What do they mean? And how are their views on the end times? Totally different. Let's break it down. The big idea. The Great Tribulation happened historically. Some of the preterists believe so and consider the prophecies reflect past events, not future, as some will find this difficult pill to take. So otherwise, we are talking about preterists here, and they see the end times as already fulfilled, not something that will happen in the future. One, preterism. What does it mean? Preterists believe that most or all of the Bible end times prophecies were fulfilled in the past, especially around 70, with the destruction of Jerusalem by the Romans. Luke 21:20-24 describes the destruction of Jerusalem and its signs. Revelation 1:1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place. Matthew 16:28. Truly, I tell you, some who are standing here will not taste death before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. The big idea, major events like the rise of the papacy, the Reformation, and other historical milestones are seen as fulfillments of prophecy. The tribulation is often seen as an ongoing or cumulative process over centuries. They view the end times as peaking across history, not confined to a specific future period. The big idea, a literal tribulation period is coming, involving intense suffering and judgment. The Antichrist will rise, and Jesus will return afterward. Divergence point. They see the end times as yet to happen, and often interpret Revelation as a literal future timeline too. Historicism. What is it? Historicism sees the prophecies as unfolding through the course of Christian history. Daniel 2, the statue representing successive kingdoms. Divergence point. When does the rapture happen? Before or after tribulation? This divides many evangelical believers. Daniel 7, the four beasts symbolizing successive empires. Revelation 13, the beasts representing successive world empires, and the Antichrist. Matthew 24:15-21. The abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, historically linked by some to later events in church history. 3. Futurism. What it is. Postmillennialism believes Christ will return after a golden age of Christian influence, sometimes seen as optimistic. Their view is futurists. Tribulation is more spiritual or symbolic rather than literal future suffering. Futurists believe that most end times events, tribulation, Antichrist, second coming, are still future. Revelation 2:22. The detailed vision of the end times, including the tribulation, Antichrist, and new heaven and earth. Matthew 24:21-31. Describes the Great Tribulation and signs of the end. 1 Thessalonians 4:4. Pre-tribulation and post-tribulation views. Pre-tribulationists believe that believers will be raptured before the tribulation begins. The church escapes suffering. Then Jesus returns after. Remember, preterists believe the prophecies were fulfilled in the first century. Historicists see prophecy unfolding throughout church history. Futurists believe most prophecy is yet to come, especially a future tribulation. Historicists see prophecy unfolding throughout church history. Futurists believe most prophecy is yet to come, especially a future tribulation. Pre-trib believers think the church will be raptured before the tribulation. Post-trib believers think believers will go through the tribulation, with Christ returning afterward. Amillennialists see the ongoing spiritual kingdom in tribulation. Postmillennialists believe Christ will return and usher in a future age of peace and prosperity. Post-tribulationists believe that believers will go through the tribulation, with Christ returning after it ends. Revelation Vinci. Una6 establishes the concept of a future millennial reign. Zechariah 14:9. The Lord's feet land on the Mount of Olives, establishing his earthly reign. Drop your thoughts in the comments below on what you think about Christ returning. Jesus will return in the same way he is. 5. Amillennialism and postmillennialism. The tribulation is an ongoing spiritual struggle, not a future event. Amillennialism references Revelation 22:1-6, interpreted symbolically as the current church age rather than a literal future 1,000-year reign. John 22:4-6. The saints reigning with Christ now, in heaven and on earth. Luke 17:20-21. The kingdom of God is in your midst, implying a present spiritual reality. Postmillennialism references Matthew 28:18. Commission as a fulfilling of Christ's reign through the gospel. Revelation 22:1-6, interpreted to refer to a spiritual or symbolic millennium that will gradually be realized before Christ's return. Isaiah 2:2-4. The nations flowing to God's mountain, indicating a future peaceful age. Now let me give you a short summary here of what we have seen till now. So to start with, again, conclusion. So, there you have it. Different Christians interpret the end times in very different ways. and we have tried to give a short glimpse to help our understanding here. What do you believe about the tribulation? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more biblical insights. Thanks for watching.